You see, I've been trying to teach people the psychology of life. Life is a game. And if you think people are not playing, you're wrong. People are playing even when they don't know they're playing. You understand? But at least you can be conscious enough to know that you're playing so you can maneuver better on the board. But people are playing even when they don't know they're playing. People are manipulating even if they don't know they're manipulating. So you have to have the wisdom to be able to protect yourself from them same people, okay? And you have to realize you are the star in your show. And stop letting people make you think that you're egotistical because you're putting yourself first. Like, what sense does that make? Am I supposed to put you first in my life? I haven't even known you all my life, and I'm supposed to put you first. You're supposed to be priority. Some people will want you to prioritize them, but then they don't prioritize you. They getting on you for not texting back, but then they don't call, they don't text, they don't respect your time. But then they get mad when you start playing with them the same way they playing with you. Red flag. Stop trying to see the good in people. And when I say trying to see the good in people, instead, because I think that's ego and I think that's selfishness. You're trying to see people for what you want them to be instead of seeing people for exactly what they are. Because the truth is stop trying to love people for who they can be and love people for who they are. And that doesn't mean that you have to allow them in your space to love them for who they are. You can see somebody ain't shit, still love them, but keep them afar. Because you know that if you let that person close, they will bleed on you. Wish them grace, wish them love, pray for them, whatever you want to do. But don't let that motherfucker back in your space. If they did it once, here, let me teach you something about psychology. And if you want my psychology class, you can go ahead and DM me. The psychology class is $97, okay? Here's what I want you to understand. When people show you who they are, you have to believe them, and you have to understand human psychology and human nature. They will do it again. And no matter how much people will tell you, I won't do it again, they can't help it. They're a slave to themselves. And if they don't have self-control, it don't matter what they tell you. They are a slave to themselves. It's something else that's controlling them. So that's why you have to stop listening to what people say and pay attention to what they do. Because some people really think they being healthy. Some people really think that they serving you. Some people really think they doing something, and they're fooled by themselves. They so locked into the game that they're playing the game on themselves and they're not winning. That's why, for me, one of the main things I've been teaching is exhaust the body to control the mind. Because I did 8 miles today. I did 15 miles a couple days ago. I did 6 miles the day before that, 4 miles the day before that. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I force my body to go into a certain state to where it has no choice but to bring up the subconscious mind. All of the thoughts that it tries to hide from me consciously, it purposely cannot hide it. It's like picking up the rock on all your shadows. When you tire out the body so much, it cannot hide certain thoughts from you behind a rock in your head. Does that make sense? Like, does that like, you get me? So when you exhaust the body, or when you sit down and you meditate and you force yourself to meditate, you can't escape the thoughts. Because a lot of y'all don't realize that some of y'all have coping mechanisms where you force yourself not to face the pain. So when you put your body in conditions to where it has to expose the hidden thoughts that you've been thinking, then you can actually address them. But you first have to put yourself in a certain state. And a lot of people are so comfortable, they cannot even fathom being uncomfortable. And those are the people that you want to stay away from. The people that don't want to be uncomfortable, that's not good. Because in order to succeed, in order to love, in order to communicate, in order to open yourself up, you have to be okay with being uncomfortable. And that's just the truth, chat. That's just the fucking truth. Be consistent with yourself. Show up even when it looks like things are not working, because you're not doing things for the result. You're doing things to change. When I walk 8 miles and I do my runs for 15 miles and I do all that shit, I'm not doing that to get fit. Being fit is a side effect. I'm doing it to figure out what I'm made of. I told you, if you want to get the psychology of winning and you want to learn how to hack your brain in order to really get the best out of yourself, because a lot of y'all, you haven't even met your true self. David Goggins, you haven't even met your true self. You're playing with 15% potential.